Virtue, a poem by Harjo, the poet of the United States. The monster core has a waiting list hundreds deep, the wondrous trough of greed and promised salvation. The comrades of competition reinforces the worthiness of the effort. The idea of instant gratification may take years and take a huge karmic toll, but denial pushes the future out of sight. Each lone defender of virtue prays for a second to continue the defense in case of death, disability, or exhaustion. Observers only see the overwhelming odds against the defender. They can't envision a positive outcome in the end, so they accept a pale ghost of what could be and turn away. Turning away, the sleeping masses think, convince themselves they know they have a firm monopoly on virtue, unaware that they sold their virtue long before they could fully understand it. Still, I do what I can. After years, decades, virtue does become its own reward. Subtleties are perceived, like the difference between different ripe fruits, unlike most fruits sold in the store. Even in the most virtuous ones, the tiny co-ops where farmers are addressed by name and reputation, and the line between customer and staff and owner are mostly or completely dissolved. How can a fruit picked yesterday, fragilely ripe, be hand-carried and then survive the mass inspection? No, it needs to be eaten at the tree the moment it is recognized. Picking, worshiping, and consuming all together in a single long-remembered instant. In the 1950s, detergent companies made the words dirt and soil synonymous with ugly. No distinction was made between toxic monster poop, dead, lifeless, toxic soil, or healthy, living soil. To the programmed city dwellers, there was no difference. All were to be avoided. Fortunately, even humans who deny they have a soul can survive on cardboard food-like substances. The defenders slowly take lifeless clay, sand, and rock, adding seeds, leaves, organic poop, and see the challenge of restoring what was lost. Yet, after years of toiling, the landscape changes, not as quickly as it did in the past, but in the 2000 to 2010 decade, often frogs, dragonflies, salamanders may appear. Life becomes a meditation, watering, a necessity in drought, slowly transforms from daily chore to wondrous communion. The cost? The one-eyed screaming midget that became the prized wall hanging had to be removed. The unneighborly gossip had to be forsaken as the participant becomes the outcast topic. The veil over the systemic violence is lifted, and lifestyle changes are adapted or let go of. Thoughts of going away from the empire come up. But where is away from possible quick or necessary profit invasion? Better to root ourselves in a spot and make a stand. Let the end come when it does, and pray and work towards getting a second to continue the process. It is a practice, no more, no less. If we practice lifetime after lifetime, we have done our best, whether there is a way out or not. I believe and hope there is, not to a better place, but a more dangerous, more challenging, and more rewarding place. Infinitely more amazed and complex in one direction, and infinitely more painful and cruel in the other direction.